From AccuWeather.com, this is AccuWeather Daily, a brief host-read article. It's weather news in a nutshell. Amid a relatively quiet start to this year's hurricane season, AccuWeather tropical experts are honing in on an area of interest near the southeast coast that could impact 4th of July weekend plans in the region. Now, before any potential tropical development occurs near the southeast coast, AccuWeather meteorologists are warning that thunderstorms will prevail over the next week. While much of the southeast is drought-free, according to the latest U.S. drought monitor released on Thursday, portions of the Florida peninsula will get much-needed rain over the next several days. AccuWeather's senior meteorologist Alex Sosnowski said sometimes when a summertime dip in the jet stream lingers near the Gulf or the southwestern Atlantic, it can lead to gradual tropical development. In fact, this area is no stranger to early-season tropical activity in any given season. AccuWeather lead hurricane forecaster Alex De Silva said that the Gulf and the Atlantic just off the southeast coast are typical formation areas early in July. A cold front will dive off the coast late next week, and it may act as a catalyst for development either in the eastern Gulf or off the southeast coast. Because of this potential, AccuWeather hurricane experts have introduced a low chance for tropical development in this broad region for the period between July 4th through the 7th. Wind shear is an inhibitor to development and is expected to be fairly low in the outlooked area, and ocean water temperatures in the Gulf are above average. If anything forms, heavy rainfall looks to be the primary impact. Tropical downpours in the region in early July can drop more than an inch of rain in a short amount of time, which, despite the sandy soil in Florida and the rest of the region near the coast, can briefly overwhelm some storm drains and lead to ponding on roads and highways, so just be aware of that. The spin in the atmosphere can also lead to waterspouts near the coast, which, combined with heavy rain, could ruin some beach days. Any more significant impacts in the form of strong winds, coastal erosion, or tidal flooding will depend on if a tropical storm can develop over the 4th of July weekend. With the hurricane season nearly a month old in the Atlantic and a month and a half past its start in the eastern Pacific, the next couple of weeks are largely expected to be quiet. Unlike the Atlantic basin, the eastern Pacific has experienced a flurry of activity at the start of the season, with 5 storms already named, including 2 that became hurricanes. There may be another tropical entity to track there in the coming days. Meanwhile, outside of the area of potential development near the southeast U.S. coast, the rest of the Atlantic basin from the Caribbean to the central and northern Atlantic is expected to remain quiet for at least the first 10 days of July, much to the delight of Caribbean vacationers. Frequent pockets of Saharan dust moving off the African continent, as well as wind shear, both deterrents for tropical storm organization and development, are expected to prevail. Despite the slow start to the season, AccuWeather tropical experts, led by Alex De Silva, continue to call for a busy season with 13 to 18 named storms forecast to form into the fall. The Atlantic hurricane season runs through November 30th. That's all for now. You can find more regional forecasts and science-based articles at AccuWeather.com. And for your local forecast at your fingertips, download the AccuWeather app. Enjoy the rest of your day. Be safe. I'll be back tomorrow with more from AccuWeather.